And welcome back to Jurassic Art and Customs. Long time no see. Today I am doing the Legacy collection in Malcolm, and I'm going to be doing two different versions of him today. I would first like to say thank you, Mattel, for giving us these figures in the first place, but oof, you did Jeff Goldblum dirty here. This is Ian Malcolm after 30 years of Botox. Aside from the face sculpt though, everything is chef's kiss beautiful. This figure does come with the sunglasses on. There aren't two variants of him with or without. They just pop off very easily inside the packaging and get very, very lost. So I suggest a little bit of glue to keep those bad boys in there. And I love this sculpt for the Compy. It's very playful, very animated. It's like he's had a big rock thrown at him right there. I like the little curl in the tail. And I'm just, doing the whitewash. You blank out your figure first, and then you have a pretty good canvas to work with. And I think I'm going for the Jurassic Park novel Compy, which were dark green with red stripes. So I'm just starting with a light green there, and I'm gonna build that up darker and darker on top, instead of just going for a flat dark green. If you're doing it like that, building up darker pigment, do it very, very thin, just watered down, almost washes of darker and darker greens, and it'll build up nicely for you. Very happy with the turnout on this little guy. I started with a lighter, almost watermelon, sort of pinkish red on the back, so that it would, accent and highlight the darker stripes, and it just worked out really well for me, exactly how I wanted it to there. Really fun stripe play with the curling on the tail there. I really like that. Got all the details done, the eyes, the toenails. And he just latches on to Ian's arm there, and if you get a bunch of them, you can really just cover these guys. The level of detail Mattel has bothered to put into these figures, I could rave about all day, from the watches, the belts, the necklaces. It's just well done, very well done. The face sculpt looks a bit botched. He's a bit puffy, and I'm not a fan of the peg holes for the sunglasses, especially since they are so easy to remove, and if they're lost, he's just kind of stuck with these weird dimples there. Not that they aren't easy enough to fill in with whatever you have around, but you won't be able to get them back on if you do that. But I have two. In this one, I'm going to do a bit of customizing on. But before I ruin some of this articulation, let me go through it with you. If you don't already know, that is. The head is on a ball joint, so it's got perfect articulation, full tilt boogie there. The sunglasses come off. They are hard to do on camera, but here we go. Pop those out, and you're stuck with those peg holes that I mentioned earlier. But still nice movement. It's very fluid. It's not jerky. It's got nice tilt to it. Add a little sarcasm to your Ian Malcolm. Very necessary. Got a swishy waist. The arms do all this. The elbows and the kneecaps are not articulated like the Hammond collection Ian Malcolm. But the level we do have here is perfectly serviceable. And now for the fun part. I'm doing a Fallen Kingdom Compy with the Fallen Kingdom Ian Malcolm I'm doing. So these ones are much brighter green and much bearded. And I'm trying to change up the sculpt with some silicone, just some silicone tile caulking. And it's turned out all right. A little all right. I love the The paint I did on the face and the hair worked out very well. Got a little silver tone in there. Some different shades for the beard to make that pop. And here is with a little more smoothed out arms, I believe. Or I'm about to work on that. No, I'm hating it so far. Hating it. Here's them with a little Mod Podge to sort of even out the texturing on them sleeves there. You just let that dry and it should really smooth out. And you can work with it pretty well if you have the patience.
We altered the course of natural history.
It's almost ready there.
This is a correction.
He's looking very smart in his tie and his suit. I didn't think it would turn out as well as it did. I know it's not perfect, but I mean, for what it is, I like it a lot. And those two figures are looking very nice together, even though Elder Ian there's arms are still drying. I did the Mod Podge on the arms very thick so that it would cover all the details and sort of smooth all that over nicely. But in doing that, it does take it longer to dry. But there they are together, all finished. You can see the sleeves on that Elder Ian are looking a lot better. Both with their collective compies. And here's what they both look like, all finished up and put back in their packages. I'm really proud of the Elder Ian in particular, and it's gonna look great in the collection. And I hope that you guys have enjoyed this 7 minutes in heaven with Jurassic Art Customs, at least as much as I have. Out of you.